Good morning, friends. Welcome to Bhau-Automation Lab once again. In this online video tutorial, we will start with Selenium 4. Okay, there are lots of future changes in Selenium 4, which is launched nowadays. But before move out to the Selenium 4 concepts, we require to understand Maven Project Build Management Tool. Okay, why Maven Project Build Management Tool? And nowadays, there are multiple companies only working with Maven for a project build management tool. Okay, and there are lots of features provided by Maven. We require to learn that all these features practically and theoretically in the both way in this online session. Okay, so guys, let's start with the theoretical part first, and then we will move up to the practical part. So first of all, we need to understand what is Maven. So Maven is a project build or project management tool provided by Apache Software Foundation. It's provided by Apache Software Foundation. Just try to understand, is a project build or project management tool. Okay, project build or project management tool. It's used to check the completion issues between framework components whenever multiple test engineers integrates their files into the same framework. Okay, there are multiple test engineers or multiple engineers working together in the company under one framework. Guys, just understand that if there are 15 people's team in your organization and they are working on the same framework, Maven provide the capability to work differently but on the same framework, and it will avoid all the type of integration issues which will occur while working with the different systems. Okay, we'll see this thing practically, so you will get the better idea how Maven is suitable for this type of integrations of multiple projects, multiple scripts into the one single system. Okay, as an automation engineer or as an automation tester, we require to understand all the feature of Maven if you want to work on any framework architecture. Okay, till time we are just creating the basic Java project and we are working on main method and all those things, like okay, we using test engine, all this test engine, and just configure that jars into build management tool and all those things. But while working with the Maven, all these challenges will be overcome. Okay, and it will very helpful to learn and very helpful to understand the project flow architecture in the same level for the all the users. Okay, so this is Maven. So in the what is Maven, we need to understand Maven features. So what is the exactly Maven features is? So Maven feature is Maven provide a form.xml. Okay, form.xml is the heart of the Maven tool. Okay, guys, just try to understand. We will create this all files and everything, dependencies, plugins practically in Eclipse as well. But just understand the theoretical part first. So it will provide a form.xml file, which is the heart of your system. Okay, it's the heart of your project. There we create in the form.xml, we'll create automatically. There are dependencies and we will create a multiple types of plugins. Okay, and this dependency will control all your jars. Okay, all your jars. Will download all the third-party libraries and store into the your local remote repository. Okay, local remote repository. And this there are two tabs like plugins, all components of for your project execution. Like a surefire plugin we will use for the execution of your test engine project, compile plugin used for the compilation of project. These all the things will be comes under plugin section in form.xml, and dependency section will add multiple types of jars or multiple types of dependency in the dependencies type. Okay, now just understand all Maven libraries available on Maven remote repository. Okay, this is the website where all remote repository, all your jars or all your libraries which is required for your project, whatever, it's all available on this website. Okay, remotely available on this Maven repository.com website. Whenever we create any Maven project, it automatically creates some more Maven local repository in your system. Okay, in your project. Whenever we create the project, okay, we'll see this practically, all the remote libraries, how it is available on this remote repository, and how we can create Maven project and how it is automatically create a local repository in your Maven project. We'll see this all the steps practically. Okay, so this is the feature of Maven, like pom.xml dependencies, plugins, and remote mobile local repository and your remote repository. Why Maven for project management? Okay, or build management? And there are lots of organizations you currently using Maven as a build management tool, and as a test automation, we are compulsory to use this as a when you are working on the project level, or when you are working with on the framework level, we have to compulsory use to the Maven project management tool to manage your all centralized repository in the single folder. Okay. So why Maven in your for your project management tool? So challenges without Maven: if you are not using Maven, required to visit a multiple third-party site to download the jars. Okay, if we required to download test-ng jar, we required to download the selenium jars, we required to download extend reports jar, we required to download Apache PY jar. So we required to download this all the jar in your project. Then we need to visit official website of this all third-party vendors to download their jars. Okay, and we'll download that jars, and then we'll store or add into your project build path, and then we can configure it, right? So we require to download, and using Maven, all this stuff will be overcome. We're not required to visit all these vendors websites, okay, to download their jars. Library version updation challenge. Okay, if you have download this jar, like if we have download Selenium 3, which is very stable for a long time, and after that now Selenium 4 is launched, right? So we again required to Selenium website to download the jar, and we required to configure. If you are using 13 to 15 third-party vendors jars, so we required to visit 15 vendors websites every time to download that jar if any versions get updated. Okay, and versions are updating like quarterly and every 6 months. So every time we require to visit their website. So all these challenges will get overcome if we are using Maven. Okay, so how Maven architecture is work? Like as I mentioned in the last slide as well, Maven local repository will created whenever you create any Maven project in your system. In Eclipse, if you are creating any project, then one Maven local repository get created. Okay, and this is Maven repository, remote repository, which is already on website like mavenrepository.com website, where we have a remote repository which store. Using that pom.xml, if you are add like this type of tags and the dependencies, okay, this dependency if you are added in this pom.xml, okay, whenever you add this dependency in pom.xml, like a dependency group ID is the company name, which particular jar you want to download, like I want to download selenium-java, and what particular version you want to now download from that particular vendor. So I want to download 4.1.2. This is the version where I require to download. If I add this library, now add this dependency in this pom.xml file, it's automatically send the request to this Maven repository, remote repository, using your internet connection. Okay, first time whenever you create a project, we require to internet connection. Okay, through internet connection, it will talk with this Maven remote repository using the syntax, and automatically download that particular jars, required jars, whatever dependency you are added in this pom.xml, and store it in your Maven local repository of your system to use it for your project. Simple. So this is the architecture of your Maven project management. Guys, let's see this practically. What is the challenges without using Maven? Like for example, if I require to visit multiple third-party site, like for example, I have this Eclipse open, and this is my Selenium Core demo project. Okay, Selenium Core demo project. I require to add Selenium standalone jar in this project. So without Maven, how can I add this? Like if it is a simple Java project, then how can I add this? Like I'll go to the build path, then configure build path, and then here in the library section, I'll add as an external jar. Like I have Selenium server jar in this my folder, updated software folder, and I'll add it and apply. I can use it in my system. Okay, like I can easily use it in my system because I have already downloaded this jar and I stored into this updated software folder on my C drive, right? But if I in some days, if I copy this project and I'll import this project on my any colleague system, okay, so he can't use that library because he required to download this jar again, because C updated software folder and this particular path, okay, is not available on his system, right? So he required to download again this jar and configure it. Okay, if there are thousands of jar here, so it's a very difficult or it's a very difficult task to manage all the same libraries, same versions on 15 team members system, right? So this type of challenge will be overcome using Maven project. Okay, so how to overcome this? I'll just apply and close it, and we'll create a Maven project. Okay, why Maven project for a project management tool? So Maven provide a default project structure, okay, and centralized repository management system for all your users. Like as I explained right now, Maven provide one default structure. Whenever you create a one default Maven project, a one default project structure will get created, and centralized project management system for all users using pom.xml. So how it's centralized repository process, like for example, if you have a user 1, user 2, user 3, and user 4, just an example, okay, these are 4 systems in your organization, or these 4 users using one same framework. Okay, if you are a Maven project XML file, we have added here multiple dependencies, like 20 to 25 dependencies you have added in this pom.xml file, and the all project architecture get created. Whenever you this project will get deployed to this user, this second user, third user, and fourth user, same version, same dependencies, and everything will be automatically get downloaded using Maven remote repository to the local repository of all these users, and ready to use, right, using internet connection. So all the users having the same versions and same repository on their system. Okay, and the same structure of your Maven project also, because we have already created on one system and deployed into the other systems, and the same structure, same folder structure, everything will get same on the for all the users. So guys, let's try to learn this how to create a Maven project practically, and how to download Maven, how to configure or set up environmental path in your system, how to run your Maven test using Maven Maven command from command prompt, and learn some Maven commands practically in the next session. We'll see all the steps practically in the next section. So let's continue with next section. Thank you. Have a nice day.